What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another Vikings franchise gameplay. We are here in week number 2 of season 2 in our Vikings franchise, where we're getting ready to match up against the Pittsburgh Steelers, who are coming into today's game with a record of 0-1. But our Minnesota Vikings are coming into today's game with a record of 1-0 after an amazing win in week number 1 against the Arizona Cardinals. Not too much going on this week still. I mean, we do have a lot of GM stuff still to go over eventually. I guess we'll do that. But scenario-wise or coaches that are worried, there's not too much that they're worried about. Surprisingly, I think the Steelers actually have a really decent defense. They still have Minkah Fitzpatrick and Devin Bush, so I guess our offensive coordinator is not worried about those guys at all. Still looking to hopefully get Justin Jefferson involved like we did last week. Get him a couple of touchdowns, maybe even a few more touches, and hopefully we can get some kind of scenario going for him. I'm dead serious on what I'm talking about. I want to upgrade Justin Jefferson. I want him to get to superstar. So I'm going to do that by any means necessary. I just hope I don't have to do it by making the Pro Bowl or giving him a bunch of touchdowns, because eventually Adam Thielen's going to get pretty pissed off, and you don't want a pissed off superstar in Adam Thielen. Anyways, starting things off, 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Vikings on offense. Going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, and he's able to get a decent carry of 2 yards on his first carry of the game. 2nd and 8, Kirk Cousins is going to drop back to throw, ends up checking it down to Dalvin Cook out of the backfield, who picks up the first down, makes a man miss, and gains maybe an extra yard or two after that little move. 1st and 10 from the 43-yard line. We're going to keep things going. Give the ball to Dalvin Cook. He's our workhorse. We run through him first, and then we look to branch out. But when he is tired, we end up putting Alexander Madison in. As you see, Alexander Madison is just as good of a running back as Dalvin Cook. Comment down below. Should I think about trading Dalvin Cook? Because, I mean, I don't know. That could be me just being crazy talking. Should I think about releasing Dalvin Cook, not releasing, trading him away, and seeing what I can do with Alexander Madison? Because as you see right there on first down, he gained 5 yards for us down to the 18-yard line. But can he do that like what Dalvin did? That was a gain of 6 yards, but Dalvin did so much more work for those 6 yards. 1st and 10, however, from the 11, we looked like we had a touchdown to Adam Thielen in the end zone. End up checking it down to Justin Jefferson. Makes a couple people miss and spins his way down to the 3-yard line. 2nd and 2, we're going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook. He's unable to get into the end zone, but however, he does get the first down. 1st and goal, we try to hand it off to him, and Cameron Hayward ends up blowing things up for us there in the backfield, losing yards back to the 3-yard line. 2nd and goal, we're going to run the jet sweep with Justin Jefferson, and he's in there for his first touchdown of the day, and the Vikings now have a 7-point lead over the Pittsburgh Steelers. So really good drive on offense. Things kind of got slowed down or messed up a little bit there once we got to the goal line. Cameron Hayward, we can't just run the ball at the middle. We got to run outside. But anyways, defense is on the field now. Pittsburgh Steelers are going to start off in a Wildcat formation, and their running back, Brown, I don't know who this guy is, but he's able to get loose, and he's taking it into the end zone. One play touchdown, that Wildcat, the power run off the right side, and he's into the end zone, and Steelers have answered with a one-play touchdown to our 7-point drive. So, okay, bringing the offense back on the field. Kirk Cousins drops back to throw, looking for something deep, ends up connected with Adam Thielen right over top of Minkah Fitzpatrick's head, and Adam Thielen's off and running with only Terrell Edmonds to beat. Edmonds takes a poor angle, and Adam Thielen's able to swerve him into the end zone, and the Vikings have answered back with a one-play touchdown of their own. So take that, Pittsburgh. 14-7, still in the first quarter. Just a lot of quick scoring happening here. Really high scoring first quarter. Putting the defense back on the field. Hopefully they can keep the Steelers offense on the field for longer than just one play. 1st and 10. That trade we made Montez Sweat coming in for the sack, losing 7 yards on that. 2nd and 17, Justin Herbert drops back to throw, under pressure again, and this time he ends up firing one up to Godwin, and oh my gosh, that was almost another coverage sack. I clicked off of Anthony Barr. I actually had that covered, but I was trying to get the sack, but it ended up putting me onto Jonathan Allen. I just wasn't able to get to Herbert fast enough with Jonathan Allen. Anyway, 2nd and 10 from the 46-yard line. They're going to hand the ball off to Brown, and he's stopped by Anthony Harris in the hole, only gaining 2 yards, bringing up a 3rd and 8 situation. Herbert's going to roll out to his right, looking for somewhere to throw the ball to. Tries to go all the way back across field and connect his tight end Ebron, And he almost caught that. He might have gotten that if he possession caught that. I think he tried to right catch it. Anyways, brings up a Pittsburgh for punt and a very short punt there on 4th and 8. We end up stopping it at the 20-yard line, and we're going to keep going with our offensive plan, play or game plan, I should say. Handing the ball off to Dalvin Cook on first down, gains 3 yards. 2nd and 7. Irv Smith Jr. is found his way into the lineup. He's able to pick up the first down. Almost broke that tackle from Minka Fitzpatrick and gained a lot more. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. We end up connected with number 33, Dalvin Cook, out of the backfield. Picks up a gain of about 15, maybe 17 yards, up to the 50-yard line. 1st and 10 from the 50. Cousins with all day to throw ends up going for Adam Thielen, who makes the catch, just unable to get a foot down inbounds. Amazing effort anyway by Adam Thielen. If you're going to go for the ball like that, I might have to throw it to you a little bit more. Adam Thielen did have that one catch for a touchdown. He might want a few more touches here. 3rd and 10. We're going to checking it down to Irv Smith Jr. again, and he's able to pick up the first down. Keeps the chains moving for us. 1st and 10 from the 37-yard line. Cousins drops back to throw, and if the Steelers are going to leave these check down routes to Dalvin Cook, we're just going to keep on taking those. Dalvin Cook just put a huge move on Minka Fitzpatrick, dropping him in the open field. 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Look, this is what I'm talking about with Alexander Madison. He's so freaking good. He doesn't have any abilities at all, but his juke moves, I love it. Took it all the way down to about the 7 or 14, or not the 7, the 14-yard line. 2nd-and-goal. Kirk Cousins rolling out to the right, has no one to throw the ball to, tries to take it himself, and ends up getting stopped at the 3-yard line by Cameron Hayward. 3rd-and-goal from the 3. Going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, who breaks the tackle at the goal line and into the end zone for his 2nd touchdown of the day. All right, so maybe I was talking a little bit wild when I was talking about maybe releasing, or not releasing. Why do I keep saying releasing? When I was talking about trading Dalvin Cook. Maybe he's actually very important. That'd probably be the stupidest thing I ever did on this franchise if I let him go. 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Herbert ends up trying to connect with his receiver across the middle. Who somehow held onto that ball after taking a huge hit from Harrison Smith. 1st and 10, Herbert under pressure by Montez Sweat ends up throwing that ball away. Actually, I think he was trying to complete that pass. Just the pressure ended up causing that ball to sail out of bounds. 2nd and 10, Herbert under pressure again, gets hit by Danielle Hunter, and Chris Godwin ends up dropping the ball. 3rd and 10 from the 48-yard line. I think that's Chris Godwin. I don't know. Herbert tries to go across the middle to Claypool, and it's intercepted by Harrison Smith. Harrison Smith gets up, tries to return the ball, see if he can get anything, gets it down to the 36-yard line. And our offense is right back in motion with a chance to go up 21 points here, still in the first half. Kirk Cousins on the field, tries to connect with Adam Thielen, and somehow Devin Bush was able to keep up with Adam Thielen. I know he's fast, but I thought Adam Thielen's route running was a lot better than what he showed there. Anyways, 2nd and 10, we end up checking it down again to Dalvin Cook out of the backfield. Picks up the first down for us. 1st and 10 from the 17-yard line. Cousins looking for his tight end Kyle Rudolph and ends up finding Terrell Edmonds, who intercepts the ball, and he's off and running. Nobody's going to catch him, and you didn't have to do that. I mean, you didn't have to celebrate a little bit towards the end there, but you know how I am. Whenever you celebrate, all right, now I'm taking it a little bit serious. I don't know what what I thought I saw there when I threw that pass. I was actually anticipating Cousins throwing that a little bit faster. I don't know why he released it so slow, and I saw Edmonds breaking on that ball. I just thought we were going to get a better or a quicker throw out. Anyways, 2nd and 10 after Cousins was under pressure and almost threw an interception to Devin Bush. He's going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook. He's able to get the first down up to the 40-yard line. 1st and 10, Cousins dropping back to throw, ends up connecting with Tajay Sharp across the middle. Couple of dance moves later, he's down at the 38-yard line. 57 seconds left in the first half. Vikings moving, looking to get the ball into the end zone, but not leave too much time left on the clock for the Steelers to do anything. After a first down carry of 5 to Dalvin Cook, it's now 2nd and 5, 47 seconds left in the game. Cousins looking across the middle for Adam Thielen, connects with him, makes Terrell Edmonds miss in the open field, and he gets tackled at the 11-yard line. There's still not that much time left on the clock. We end up burning the timeout at some point there, but I don't know. Anyways, ends up leading to a touchdown for Adam Thielen. Cousins ended up seeing him wide open in the middle of the field, and 14-point lead, 13 seconds left in the game. Or not in the game, the first half. Steelers have all 3 timeouts. We're going to play back just in case he tries to do something. Herbert's going to drop back to throw and looks for James Conner, and we're able to cover that up. He makes the catch, gets tackled inbounds. 5 seconds left in the game. They're going to fake the handoff and almost get sacked by Montez Sweat again. Montez Sweat has been screaming all day long. 3rd and inches, we're sending the house at him. I mean, if Montez Sweat's going to keep coming free like that, we're just going to really put the pressure on him. This time, it wasn't Montez Sweat. It was Daniil Hunter who comes through, gets his first sack of the year, I want to say, and ends the first half like that. So Daniil Hunter halfway to his getting his X Factor activated here against the Steelers, and Montez Sweat just having a day of his own, man. I mean, Montez Sweat just going crazy. That trade has already paid off for me. That first round, second round, and third round I sent away for Montez and Jonathan Allen, it's more than paid off for itself. As those same two guys are pressuring Justin Herbert right now as I'm talking him up. Ends up completing the pass, but ends up losing yards. Eric Kendricks, great coverage there on the running back. Brought him down for a loss of 4. Try to go back to the Wildcat. This time we're ready for it. We know exactly what he likes to run out of that. Stop the Wildcat for a gain of only 3 yards. 3rd and 11. He's going to drop back to throw and ends up finding James Washington. All right, I got a little bit too comfortable, I should say, with just the way my defensive line was going crazy, and even when I was sending the blitz and it was coming through. All right, I kind of overdid things there. Kind of left my corners out on the island, and Justin Herbert made me pay for it. So time to reel things back in. 7-point lead here. Offense back on the field. See if we can get this back up to a 14-point lead. We're going to run the jet sweep to Justin Jefferson, who gets the edge. Only picks up a gain of about 2 yards, though. 2nd and 8 from the 31-yard line. Cousins is going to hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, who gets met in the hole by Devin Bush after gaining only 1 yard. 3rd and 7. Got to put the ball in the air to get the first down here. And Cousins drops back, ends up connecting with Justin Jefferson again. Takes the hit from Terrell Edmonds, falls forward up to the 49-yard line for another first down. Vikings are moving the ball pretty well here. I'm excited. Well, not excited. I'm really liking how things are going right here. 1st and 10, we're going to run the off tackle with Dalvin Cook. Gains about 7 yards out to the 42-yard line. We're not trying to score too fast. I mean, I would like to go on a nice little drive here, but the end goal is to put points up on the board. Whether it's a touchdown, I'd rather it be a touchdown or 3 points. It doesn't matter. Just makes it a 2-score game. Cousins floated a beautiful pass there to Justin Jefferson. Looked like he had Thielen wide open, but we ended up taking a shot to Jefferson. On 1st and 10, however, we'll take the shot to Thielen. Cousins just put that ball out of bounds just barely. Thielen was just unable to toe tag and drag in that. 2nd and 10, we go across the middle to Tajay Sharp, who's unable to hold onto the ball. Brings us to 3rd and 10. Hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook just to keep the clock running here, and we'll go ahead and take our field goal, go up 10 points on the Steelers, and just really put the game back in our defense's hands. Because, I mean, outside of his one-play touchdown and the pick 6, his offense hasn't really gotten anything going really for him. So I'll take the chances with my defense on the field versus his offense. First down, Anthony Barr comes through, ends up stopping Brown at the line of scrimmage. Gains 1 yard after some weird animations gave him a rollover, whatever. 2nd and 9, Herbert ends up connecting with Brown out of the backfield. Picks up the first down after taking a huge shot and held onto the ball. 1st and 10 from the 36-yard line. Kendrick's just a half-second behind on swatting that ball down. 2nd and 5, Herbert back in the shotgun. I'm setting up a blitz here right now, or at least making him think that I'm setting up a blitz. He ends up flipping the formation around, trying to mess up the zones. Didn't mess up my zones, but it put Anthony Barr in the perfect position to get an interception and get our offense right back on the field, already with a 10-point lead, possibly with a chance to make it a 17-point lead. We're going to run a little bit of Wildcat of our own to see if we can get Dalvin Cook loose. He's only able to gain 6 yards up to the 48-yard line. Cousins going to take a deep shot up the seams, ends up finding Kyle Rudolph down to the 23-yard line. 20 seconds left here in the third quarter. We're going to run the ball with Dalvin Cook, who sheds a tackle at the 15 to 25 or whatever. I don't know where he shed the tackle, but he ended up finding his way into the end zone for a touchdown, giving us a 17-point lead in the third quarter. 14 seconds left. I'm feeling pretty good about things right now. I mean, it's time to let the defense eat. We're going to start blitzing a little bit more to see if we can force Justin Herbert into just a horrible throwing situation. Herbert under pressure right here ends up checking it down to his fullback, who takes a shot from Holton Hill. think that was one of the Watt brothers that he threw it to. 2nd and 8 from the 27-yard line. Fourth quarter is here. Herbert's feeling the pressure, ends up dumping it underneath to Ebron. Ebron makes Harrison Smith miss in the open field, and Ebron's off and running. Oh my God! All the way down to the 40-yard line. He should have been stopped for like a gain of 5. Ends up getting a huge, way more than 5 yards. And 1st and 10, Herbert's going down for a sack. Danielle Hunter is now activated. 2nd and 12 from the 42-yard line. Look at Danielle Hunter go. Herbert scrambling for his life, ends up throwing the ball away. Should have been intercepted, and somehow he ends up connecting to with his running back on that pass. Ends up gaining 2 yards, but I mean, I don't know about that. 3rd and 8, he ends up trying to check it down to James Conner, who ends up getting stopped by Kendricks. 4th and 6. They feel like they got to go for it. Montez Sweat on the pressure, and Herbert's hit as he's thrown, and that ball falls incomplete. Turnover on downs, and here come the Vikings. 1st and 10 after a little glitch right there. We end up finally connecting with Justin Jefferson across the middle. Had a nice gain up to the 49-yard line. 4 minutes left here. We're just trying to look to milk a lot of clock. Make sure we stay in bounds a lot. Beautiful move there by Justin Jefferson. If we happen to get in a scoring range, we're going to go ahead and gladly put up those points because, you know, he did end up celebrating on that pick 6 where I just kind of made a mistake. That was nothing that he did. I just made a huge mistake. 2nd and 7, we hand the ball off to Dalvin Cook, and if our fullback Ham would have picked up a block, we might have been able to pick up a first down there. 3rd and 4, however, we're going to take a deep shot. We had the drag, but we said nope, we're going for the end zone. End up finding Adam Thielen down to the 3-yard line. 1st and goal from the 3. We're going to hand it off to Dalvin Cook, who's able to get a gain of 2 down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal, we're going to hand the ball off to C.J. Ham. Shouldn't have given you that ball. I mean, you did miss that block, but hey, maybe if we give him a couple touchdowns, our fullback will start blocking better for us. We'll just go with that logic right there. That's our Madden logic. The fullback gets more touchdowns, then he'll start to block a little bit better. He wants some glory, too. He wants to go out there and spike the ball every now and then. 45-21, 1 minute left. Well, just over 1 minute left in the game. Herbert's looking to see if he could put any kind of a drive together here just to make the score look a little bit better for the Steelers. End up finding his running back underneath for a decent gain of 8 yards. And Herbert again running for his life. But this time Madden repays him. He gets the rat catch in like the middle of 5 people. Are you serious? Come on now. 1st and 10 after that amazing catch. 30 seconds left in the game, and Herbert ends up finding Mike Hughes, throwing his 3rd interception of the game, and that's basically going to do it for the Steelers here in week number 2. They're going to drop down to 0-2, end up bringing out Madden to take the knee and the victory formation. Go ahead and end the game here. So our Vikings end up moving on to 2-0 on the young season. Development-wise, I think things are going good. Justin Jefferson has been getting all the touchdowns in the world like I've been trying to get. So hopefully, leave a like on the video. Maybe week 3 we will finally have a scenario for Justin Jefferson. Comment down on the video if you enjoyed, and subscribe for more Vikings franchise gameplay. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Later.
So for Minnesota, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Jaguars in June.